Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we share inspiring stories of faith and courage. Today we're traveling to Canada to learn about a truly remarkable woman, Saint Marguerite Duville, the very first native-born Canadian to be canonized as a saint. Her story is a powerful reminder that even when life is incredibly difficult, we can find strength and faith and make a huge difference in the world. So let's dive into the life of the mother of universal charity. Marguerite was born way back in 1701 in a place called Veneration, in what we now know as Quebec, Canada. Back then, it was called New France. From a very young age, Marguerite learned what it meant to face hardship. Her father passed away when she was just a little girl, leaving her family in poverty. Despite these struggles, her family made sure she got a good education. For a few years, she attended a boarding school run by religious women, which not only gave her a great education, but also helped her faith grow deeper and stronger. For a little while, Marguerite thought about becoming a nun herself, but she decided against it and chose a different path. At the age of 20, in 1722, she married a man named Francois Duville. Now, you might think this is where her life got easier, but it was actually the beginning of some of her greatest trials. Her marriage was far from a fairy tale. Her husband Francois was often away on business, and his business wasn't exactly honest. He was a bootlegger, illegally selling alcohol to the Native American communities in exchange for furs. To make matters even more challenging, Marguerite had to live with her mother-in-law, who was very harsh and domineering. It was said that Marguerite felt like a prisoner in her own home. On top of all this, there were rumors that her husband was unfaithful to her during his travels. Yet through it all, Marguerite showed incredible love and devotion. When Francois fell gravely ill, she cared for him lovingly until he passed away. By the time she was just 28 years old, Marguerite was a widow. Her life had been filled with one challenge after another. She had given birth to 6 children, but tragically, 4 of them died in infancy. Imagine the heartbreak of losing your husband and 4 of your precious children. On top of all this emotional pain, her husband left her with a mountain of debt from his questionable business dealings. It was a time of immense trial and sorrow. But here's where Marguerite's story turns from one of sadness to one of incredible strength and purpose. Instead of giving in to despair, she placed her entire life in God's hands. She trusted that He had a plan for her, a plan that would lead to true joy. These difficult times didn't break her. They strengthened her faith and her relationship with God. She had no idea at the time, but these experiences were preparing her for a life of service she had once turned away from. With 2 young sons to raise, Marguerite needed to find a way to support her family and pay off the debts. She opened a small store, working hard to provide for her boys' education. And her efforts paid off. Both of her surviving sons would grow up to become priests. During this time, Marguerite's heart for those in need began to blossom. It started small. She took a blind woman into her home to care for her. She became acutely aware of the suffering of the poor and the sick all around her in Montreal. She felt a strong calling to answer the gospel's call to care for them. She began her charitable work on her own, but her passion was contagious. Soon, other women who shared her desire to help joined her. In 1737, Marguerite and 3 companions formed a small religious group dedicated to housing the poor. This was the humble beginning of what would become the Sisters of Charity of Montreal, but their mission wasn't easy. Marguerite was a pioneer, fighting for the rights of the poor at a time when many people simply looked the other way. Her work was so radical that it brought her a lot of personal hardship and criticism. Some people in the city hated what she was doing and would taunt her and her companions. They came up with a cruel nickname for them, because of her late husband's illegal alcohol trade. They mockingly called the women les soeurs grises, which in French can mean the Grey Nuns, but it can also mean the tipsy or drunk nuns. Can you imagine? Here they were, dedicating their lives to serving the poorest of the poor, and they were being insulted with a name that mocked Marguerite's painful past. But Marguerite, in her incredible humility, did something amazing. She embraced the name. She and her sisters decided to wear gray habits, turning a hurtful insult into a symbol of their humility and dedication. And to this day, the order she founded is affectionately and respectfully known as the Grey Nuns. Their work continued to grow. In 1747, Marguerite was asked to take over the General Hospital of Montreal. The hospital was literally crumbling. It was in financial ruin, and desperately needed strong, compassionate leadership. Marguerite and her sisters took on this massive challenge. They worked tirelessly to restore the hospital's finances, and more importantly, they transformed it into a true haven. It became a place of refuge for everyone who was rejected by society: orphans, the elderly, the sick, and even young women who were called fallen girls at the time. Just when things seemed to be on the right track, disaster struck again. In 1765, a massive fire broke out and completely destroyed the hospital they had worked so hard to rebuild. Everything was gone. Marguerite was 64 years old at this point. Many people would have given up, but not her. Standing in the ashes of her life's work, she gathered her sisters, and with unwavering faith and courage, she knelt and began to sing a hymn of praise to God. She then led the charge to rebuild it all from scratch. Her spirit was truly unbreakable. Marguerite Deauville's leadership and vision laid the foundation for a network of Catholic charity that would spread across Canada and beyond in the centuries to come. Her community founded countless hospitals, orphanages, and shelters, continuing her legacy of serving the most vulnerable with dignity and love. She passed away on December 23, 1771, leaving behind a legacy of compassion that continues to inspire people today. Because her death anniversary falls so close to Christmas, the church celebrates her official feast day on October 16th. It is the day after her earthly birthday, October 15th. This allows the church to celebrate her life more fully, without the conflicts of the Advent and Christmas season. For her incredible life of service and heroic virtue, Pope John XXIII called her the Mother of Universal Charity and beatified her in 1959. Then, December 9, 1990, Pope John Paul II canonized her, officially recognizing her as Saint Marguerite Deauville. In 1961, a shrine was built in her birthplace of Varennes. Today, it is the site of a permanent exhibit about the life and works of Sister Marguerite. The review process for canonization included review of a medically inexplicable cure of acute myeloid leukemia in a patient after relapse. After prayers to Sister Marguerite, the woman in the case is the only known long-term survivor of this disease in the world. Having lived more than 40 years from a condition that typically kills people in 18 months, numerous Catholic churches, schools, women's shelters, charity shops, and other institutions in Canada and worldwide are named after Saint Marguerite Deauville. Most notably, the Catholic Institution of Higher Learning. Deauville University in Buffalo, New York is named after her. The Deauville Academy at Plattsburgh, New York was founded in 1860. It was listed on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places in 1978. Lady Jett, wife of Sir Louis Mabel Jett. At one time Lieutenant Governor of Quebec, wrote a biography of Marie Marguerite Deauville. In 2010, Marie Marguerite Deauville's remains were removed from Grey Nuns' mother house and relocated to her birthplace of Varennes. Today, Saint Marguerite is known as the patron saint of many people facing difficult situations. She is the patron of widows, people in difficult marriages, and those who have troublesome in-laws. She is also a source of comfort for parents who have lost children and for those who are ridiculed for their faith. Her life shows us that no matter what struggles we face, poverty, loss, ridicule, or betrayal, we can respond with love and mercy. Saint Marguerite Deauville's story is a testament to the fact that holiness can rise from the ashes of loss and hardship. She teaches us that a life dedicated to loving and serving the poor is a powerful and beautiful path to sainthood. Her journey from a death-trodden widow to the founder of a major religious order is one of the most inspiring stories of faith, resilience, and charity. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn about the incredible life of Saint Marguerite Deauville. I hope her story has inspired you as much as it inspires me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories of amazing saints. Please consider also becoming a member of our channel or making a one-time donation through Super Thanks to support our mission. Take care, everyone. Stay healthy and hungry for holiness. We'll see you in the next video, and God bless you always.